Bonjour, bonsoir, comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? I hope you're doing fabulous. I always like to greet you in French because it gives you that little spice, isn't it? Good afternoon, good evening, regardless of where you're finding yourself. Honestly, I'm so happy to be in front of your screen. My name is GRACIA SUSUZANDE, your host of tonight, and I hope that you are ready to start with me this amazing show. Étincelle. Ooh, I like how it sounds. Sparkle. We're trying to enlighten someone today. We're trying to touch someone's heart, someone's mind, someone's situation tonight, right? So, and I need your help. But before you go and try to share and tell a friend to tell a friend, I please would like to tell you that in case that you missed the show last week, you can always catch us on YouTube, which is gracia.s/sucre. You can always go there and check out. Please subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend when it comes to that platform, because we need you, we need members, we need really followers in order to impact the world with so much sparkle. In case you feel like, hey, I don't have YouTube but I have Facebook, you can always catch us also on the page of ETINCELLE, where we really trying to put as much show over there as much as we can, so you can always catch us on and not miss a thing. All right, so I believe I said anything. Oh no, last week we did hospitality. Hospitality was the title of our show, when we spoke so many things when it comes to hospitality, how important it is, how mandatory it is, how we cannot miss it. We cannot just put it aside and pretend that we cannot live without it. We need it, because hospitality brings so much blessing to us and to our life. It opens so many doors. Whether you're a Christian or not, hospitality helps to help another one. It is some kind of rules and regulation that we need in our life. All right, so in case you missed that, you can always go and catch us on YouTube and on Facebook. All right, so I'm just gonna leave you to that. And don't forget to go also on our Instagram page, where we also try to, advertise as much as we can on the Instagram page, which is Étincelle TV show. All right, so I'm going to leave you to it finally, and so you can share as much as you can. Please come back to us. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see you in a minute. See you soon. Bye. Here we are so back. And I hope that you didn't miss me too long. It was just a couple of minutes, couple of seconds, and it goes quite fast. Have you noticed how time really flies really, really quick? It's crazy. It's like you wake up 6 and somehow it's already 6 p.m. I mean, you wake up at 6 a.m. and it's already 6 p.m. It goes really, really fast. But so it's just to let you know that we're there, we're here, and we're moving. All right, so can love heal wounds? That is our under theme, but our main theme is love. We are going to talk about love in all its shades, love in all its shadows, lights, I don't know, shapes, and all kinds of things that when it comes to love. And so, but today we're asking ourselves, the question is, can love heal wounds? And we really want to understand why we're talking about love, because the world needs love. We need love. Our parents, our family need love. And it seems like the heart of people, or the heart of our children, and the heart of our youth, the heart of our elders, honestly, has gone quite cold. And we want to target the heart because we want to warm it up a little bit. You know, we want to shake the heart a little bit so that it can move, so it can be in movement, right? We want it to be in movement. So please join me tonight to understand this theme and to share as much as we can. All right, so love, and we really want to define what really love is. Somewhere in the dictionary it says an intensive feelings of deep affection. So if you have kind of affection for someone that is so deep that you can't seem to understand, you can't seem to put a meaning to it, or I don't know, you really can't, you're trying to understand it but you can't, somehow that is what you call love. But somehow another person will be able to describe it and say, you know, I love you, and it's this, what? And someone else would not be able to describe it because it's so intensive, it's so strong, it's so deep. And that is what you call it. You can find it when in a relationship between parents and the children and the baby. It's like this mom who just gave birth, and she, throughout the 9th month, having this baby, this unborn child in her womb, she can't seem to understand this kind of love. Like, how comes I feel the way I feel? It's like I'm attaching myself to this child that I haven't seen yet. And even when the child comes, you know, it comes out in the world, they attach themselves even more stronger, even when it comes to the dad, actually, with their children. So it's the kind of love that you can't seem to understand, that is so deep and strong. And so we're trying to ask ourselves, is this kind of love able to heal wounds, meaning to heal a cut, to heal something, kind of in French we call it blessure, you know, kind of wound that is so deep. Maybe it's not that deep, but regardless the shape or the depth of it, is it able to heal it? And that is the question from me to you. That is the question where a lot of people do ask themselves. So we're trying to understand it today, and please help me. Towards 30 minutes to 45 minutes, the line is going to be open. Please feel free to call on the number 07946 206 506, and we will answer in order for you to give your answer when it comes to this question: can love heal wounds? All right, so moving forward, and we want to go deeper and understand love. Love is not just it's the only definition of love is not just what I just gave you, but it has characters. Love has a character. Love has can also be said that someone says actually that love makes the world go around. I don't know if you agree with me, but if you do, then, you know, give me some likes, give me some comments, give me, you know, agree with me or disagree with me, but say something. Can really make does love makes the world go around? Because at the end of the day, you know, when you are the chief of your family, or it's just like you're a father or mom, sometimes when you put all your family together, it's surely under you know, because maybe because you guys love so much food, but also because you guys love each other so much that you're able to leave all your activity, leave all the things that you do that is so important to you guys in order to join in together, you know, on a table, whether it's for a feast, a Thanksgiving, whether it's wedding or kind of thing, but it's always under the name of love. Love helps a lot. Someone else, we said that love is patient. For someone who is Christian, I am sure that you will find it, you know, in the Bible, where it's written, you know, that love is patient, love is kind, love not envious, love is not envious or boastful, it is not arrogant or rude, it's not resentful, it does not rejoice on wrongdoing, but rejoice on the truth. All right, on the truth. So rejoice in the truth. And it says also love simply never ends. And it's true, love has no, I mean, has the most generous love, honestly, it has no beginning and it also has no end, and it just keeps on going, keeps on rising up, because love is just love. It's just so beautiful. It's the main thing. Is so high up in all the energies in a world. Love really, you know, hits the top. Its characters, we spoke about it, and we also said that love means saying goodbye to expectations. Expectations. You know, if you have so many expectations when it comes to, I don't know, whether it's in your relationship, expectation when it comes to your children, expectations when it comes to just the things that you love, or it's just the people that you love. Honestly, when you have expectation, love says goodbye to it, because it doesn't really goes together. Expectation and love always clashes. Someone else it says also that love doesn't play the victim role or blame others. You know, if you're the kind of person you always play victim and you just feel like, hey, I'm the victim and you're not, and this is how it is, and it's always the same thing over and over again. At the end of the day, the person will always feel like this is not the kind of relationship I want, whether it's a friendship or it's in an intimacy relationship. The person will not stay or even keep it longer, because you're always playing the victim over and over again. At the end of the day, it drains the person. All right, it drains the person. We're talking about love includes letting go of certain things. Sometimes when something is hurting you so much, something that is taking you to the wrong path, something that love that you think, you know, it's just it leaves you marks on your skin, on your body. Loves that you believe that is so pure, but always insults, always, you need to let go. And sometimes it's so hard to let go when you love deeply. But you need to understand is that what is this feeling really that you feel it in your heart? Is it really love, or are you just attached somehow to this person because you're vulnerable, because you can't seem to do it on your own, because you're not strong, you are a little bit weak? You know, all these questions are the things that you need to ask yourself in your heart. Really, is it true love, or is it really that you can't seem to deal without this person, and this is why you're attaching yourself, and this person is just taking advantage of you? But somehow, if you feel like, hey, this love is not helping me, that is, you need to detach yourself and just let it go. Be able to let go. But the other side also of letting go is sometimes that when you know that this person deserves better, right? This person or this being, or regardless like what kind of relationship they have with you, if they deserve better than to be with you, you need to let go for them to be happy without you. That is also loving someone. Yeah, wanting the best for someone, you know. All right, so love doesn't require you to continue in a relationship. So that's what I just mentioned. Like, regardless of the relationship really that you are in, you know, you don't have to like continuing relationship with this person because you just say that, oh, I love her. No, 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 no. You need to look what is really essential, what is important in that kind of relationship that you have with this person. You know, we're trying to implement love at this moment because love goes with hospitality. All right. What we spoke that last week, and so we're trying to go in depth when it comes to love. So thank you so much once again when it comes to, you know, Clever Lukoki, who just connected, Apostle Mylene Mudia, I really want to say thank you. Evangelist Lorette, thank you. Patrick Chunke, I'm seeing so many. It's going at this time, this moment in our generation, in our lives, in our homes, in our relationships, regardless where we are, where love is not there, we're just gonna have chaos everywhere around the world. So we're trying to implement that. Somewhere on my list it says love has no room for have jealous of the way you dress, jealous of what you get as you know, you get as a prize for winning, for your achievement. Basically, that's the word I'm looking for your achievements. When this person sees you and they just can't seem to, you know, to keep still, it's like they can't seem to congratulate you. They're always jealous about something that you have. You need to click. This is not love. We need to cut it short, period. It has to go, because love is not jealous. Love is not jealous. Because there's jealousy and jealousy. Bear in mind, there's some kind of jealousy where it's not toxic. There's a love, there's kind of jealousy where it can lead this person to take another person's life. It is so toxic that you don't even want this person to exist anymore. You want it dead. You want it gone. And that is a jealousy that we are refusing. But there's this kind of jealousy whereby you know, as a lovebirds, I will say, right? You know, there's two people, they really love each other, and like you can't seem to see, oh, like someone's looking at my baby, you know, someone's looking at who are you? You know, them kind of teasy situation. That person makes your partner feel like, hey, my man wants me. My man is a little bit jealous, you know, that kind of teasiness. That's okay. But when it comes to the point where, like, okay, you're closing the door on your man or on your wife or on your children, like, I don't want you to go out because I'm jealous of the people around you. You see what I mean? Like, there you go. Let's go further up. All right. I need your likes, guys. I need your likes because we're going into love today. Okay. Love is not needing but wanting. Ooh. Needing but wanting, guys. I'm going to let you guys on suspend on that one. Yeah. Trying to understand when it comes to that. We're moving forward. Love is an action, not just a feeling. It's true, because at the end of the day, if you're always going to be the one, you know, just thinking and limit yourself that love is just a feeling, but it's not action, then you got it wrong. You got it wrong, because love can be put in action in so many ways. In so many ways. You can be going to work and come back home and buy your fiance or your children, your daughter, I don't know, someone that you love, your grandma, some flowers. It is an action. Chocolate, it is an action. Taking someone to a vacation, or even vacation if you want to call it, it's still an action. I mean, support someone with their business, it's still love. You know, it does come an action that screams out loud, and action like that stays in someone's memory. You can tell your wife, tell your fiance 10,000 times that you love them, but they still want to see it. How do you show this person that you love them? You need to be able to show them that you love them. Show them that you love them every day. Every day. It doesn't mean if I don't show it to you today that I don't love you, but there's so many ways to show the people that are around us that we love them, even in hospitality. All right, and how you welcome someone in your home, how you treat them compared to others. It's just, there's so many actions to implement to show someone that you love them. Let's show the world that we love. Let's show the world that we care, you know. And that is really what we really want to understand when it comes to love. Love means putting other people in like needs equal to or before yours. Is either you put them equal to you, meaning the way you treat yourself, that's how you need to treat your neighbor, or sometimes you put them in front, but it doesn't mean you need to forget about yourself. Because I always like to put in mind that self-love is important. Yeah, so that is when it comes to loving your neighbor as you love yourself. It's that's like self-love is very, very important. And in the other side as well is when you put, for example, the needs of your child in front, or the needs of your wife in front of yours, that is also showing a person that you love them and that you care about them. Love is the highest vibration and emotion that it's out there, and it's true. And then I mention it out there because love forgives, loves, cares, loves is just something that is a different kind of feeling. Sometimes you haven't seen this person in so long, but the feeling that you have for your friend is crazy. Your heart beats for this person. When the person calls you on the phone, you sympathize with them, even though the person is not next to you, whether it's your brother. It's them kind of love. Love is beautiful. If you really want to put it out there, we really want to put it out there today on my page of Instagram. And for those who also have Instagram, where you can follow me on my page of Instagram, which is IamGRACIA.Sukoda, and I posted it, and then I said that love is some people look for love in the wrong places, but look for God. Yeah, look for God. Because God is love. For those who are Christian, this is a word for you. And for those who don't believe, well, this is still a word for you. Love is beautiful. And we really, 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 really want to put it out there as much as we can. Love requires attention. Yes, attention. I want some hugs in this generation. I want someone to hug me, to show me love. Whether it's my sister, Chris always like hugs me, like even though she annoys me at times or whatever. Like we always hug each other. Like today I hug Coralie Chumka so much, and I tease her here and there because that's my way to show love. Like if you don't give attention to someone that you love, that person will ask themselves questions. I'm sorry. You cannot say that you love your baby sister, but you never show them attention. You need to show attention. It requires attention. It requires attention. Love understands and accepts differences. Ooh. Regardless of the situation, you're probably different from your brother, your twin brother, or I don't know what is happening. Whether you guys are colleagues, like at work, and the tension is really, really bad between you two. You need to understand that even if you guys are different, it will never stop you guys from loving each other. Because sometimes you need to be a yang, another person to be a yin, right? Yin and yang goes together. Doesn't mean if there's, you're dark and she's white, then you two don't complement. You do. Sometimes you need to be negative for the person, needs to be a positive for your relationship to go forward. Sometimes it is those kind of differences, but love is still there. Love is still working. Love is still moving forward. Sometimes like you're the quiet one and your husband is the vibrate one, but love is still there. It's still there. It's crazy. Usually sometimes those kind of relationship works best actually when there's the two differences, but it's them ones. But let's move on. Love, it really varies. Love moves just the way you accept it. If it has its way, it's crazy. Sometimes you go to someone's house and you just observe the way they live their life, the way they move on, and the way they're showing each other attention, or you say, oh my God, they're weird. They're actually really weird. But that's the way they love each other. That's just the way they love each other. It just varies, and yeah. Sometimes you keep on slapping the person in the back, not too strong, but you have the way you you interact with each other. Sometimes you say rude stuff, but that's just the way you guys love each other. Not everyone will understand, but that's just the way love goes in your relationship or in your friendship. All right. All right, move forward. I got 2 more points on that one. Love makes you feel good, not bad. If you are in a place where it is hot and you keep on getting really frustrated, or always angry, you're never understood, or I don't know what kind of friend you have, baby girl, come out of there. You need to feel good, not bad. What kind of relationship do you have that is you're always feeling bad? You're never happy. You're for 15 years, for 20 years, for I don't know, for 2 years. It's always like this struggle. There's always this misunderstanding. Like misunderstanding can happen, little things, little freckles here can happen. But if you're always in a mood that there's always clash between you two, you always feel bad, you always have to excuse yourself, you always have to give excuse for what you're doing, and the person hasn't accepted you, vice versa, honestly, is no point of being together. I'm talking about like love relationship, a friendship relationship, all this kind of relationship that you possibly know. And we will actually go deep on that one and just to make you understand there's different kind of love. All right. And in all of them, you need to feel good, not bad. Love has empathy. Empathy is very, very important. If you don't have empathy for your neighbor, you don't have empathy for anybody outside, your heart doesn't even melt when something's happening, or when you meet someone attacking another person on the road, you don't feel anything. I don't know what kind of love you have in your heart. You need to start checking yourself. It's very important to know that love has empathy. You need to emphasize for the poor. You need to emphasize for your sister-in-law. You need to emphasize for the world. You need to emphasize when there's a story out there that it's, that the story is really I don't know, or maybe that someone got lost, or they can't seem to find this child because this child is lost, and they have put this warning out there. You need to emphasize when it comes to them. Maybe take this a screenshot of that information, post it on your social medias in order to find maybe this child who got lost, or this cat who got lost, this dog who got lost. I don't know, but emphasize, show affection. If you don't show affection, it's going to be very hard, very, very, very hard. Very hard. Show affection. We have different kinds of love, and we are going to get into why can love heal wounds. Honestly, in 5 minutes we'll open the line, and I need to hear your voice. I need to hear you. I need to hear you. Yeah, what do you think of it? Honestly, send messages, write it down. I'm going to be reading this. Different kinds of love. And I mentioned it earlier, we said that there's eros, we have pragma, we have ludus, we have agape, we have philia, we have philotia, we have storge, and we have mania. Ooh, 8 kinds of love that exist out there. And we're talking about eros. It's all about passion. It's all about passion love, romantic love. We have pragma, which is enduring love. It endures love. And we have ludus, which is playful. It's the kind of love that is playful. We have agape, which is universal. The church speaks about it. I mean, wherever you go, there is a general thing, a general what's it called, event out there. We're talking about love, but it's a universal love. There's no whatever, there's just a universal love. We have philia. Philia is a deep friendship. When you have a deep friendship, like me and Milia, for example, like me and Milia, we have a deep friendship. I'm going to explain to you who's Milia later on. Anyway, we have philotia. It is self-love, and I mentioned it earlier. Self-love is very, very important. Like, you cannot zap that. if you don't have self-love in all areas of your life, start checking yourself. We want to change, but we want to change for the better. We want to be able to move forward for the better. Mania is all about obsessive love. Obsessive love, them kind of love that is so obsessive. You're obsessed when it comes to your husband. You're obsessed when it comes to your child. You're obsessed because maybe that's your only baby. Whew, that's your only love. You know, you're obsessed when it comes to her, when it comes to him. You're just obsessed. That is what you call mania. Storge is familiar or familiar love. I guess I'll give you all the definition here and there when it comes to love, honestly, for those who don't know. But the question today is, can love heal wounds? Is it possible? The line is now open. We are going to open the line. All right. So, j'ai besoin d'entendre, j'ai besoin de voir, j'ai besoin de see. I need to see, hear, and voir. Right? So we put in all domains. Please call as much as you can. Leave messages. I will read them. Is it possible for love to heal wounds? When we're talking about healing, we're talking about the process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. Healthy again. Is an injury or living tissue caused by cut, blow, or other impact. We're talking about physical wound. We're talking about emotional wounds. We are talking about all kinds of, whether it is what's it called? I don't know if it exists spiritual wound, but I'm sure there is, honestly. But if you don't feel like there is, I still need your sound. I still need you to tell me. Let me know. Does it exist? Does spiritual wound exist? All right, please comment below. Put your word down there so I can be able to see. We are going to enter in this place in just a minute. So please stay with us. Tell a friend to tell a friend that on ETINCELLE we're trying to enlighten love, love, love. See you in a minute. Voila, we are back in our second part. Honestly, the line is open for you to call, for you to give a message. I mean, we are live and I really need your attention. Mama Laurette, I need you to give me comments. Hein? Est-ce que Bolingo est capable yako comment nakoloba onde na lingala? Est-ce que ça capable yako bongisa to ko couvrir ba blessure, hein, ba blessure ya motema to ba blessure ya vie? Est-ce que bolingo est capable ya osalango? This is in lingala I just mentioned. So est-ce que l'amour est capable de couvrir certaines blessures? Est-ce qu'elle est capable, même pas de couvrir, est-ce qu'elle est capable de comment on dit en français, hein, Patrick Chumke? Donc voilà, est-ce que l'amour est capable vraiment de guérir, voilà, de guérir certaines blessures de la vie que nous faisons face de jour au jour, ou même encore du passé. Nous parlons d'aujourd'hui, nous parlons aussi du passé. Est-ce que c'est possible? Is it possible? So I really need your answer today. Give me your answer and we are going forward on that one. All right, so we have this power couple. I mean, they existed for some time. We heard about them, and you know, she was a dancer and at the same time actress and the same time singer, and he was just an actor. Honestly, they came together and they love each other so very, very, very much, and the public honestly accepted them. They went really far in their relationship. But turns out that later on, they just, you know, they broke up and everyone was really, really, really sad. Very, very sad about it. But recently, they came back together. All right, they came back together and they're everywhere and they're showing that love, affection. And this power couple is called Jello and Ben Affleck. If I can have a picture of this love bird who love themselves so much. All right, so in this time we're talking about Jello, Jennifer Lopez, and we're talking about Ben Affleck. These two, they were on and they were off for a very long time. Both of them went separate ways and got married to different partners, have had children with different partners, and you know, it was crazy because Jello was moving with one to another, one to the other, and then that was just because she was looking for love, and somehow it was not going through, it was not happening for her. I mean, long relationship, it was always keep on breaking up. It was not correct. Somehow later on, they managed to come back together, and I wonder really what happened. So I'm sure there was a lot of wounds there, a lot of things that you know, another person won't be able to understand, another person won't be able to, you know, to see like what really happened. Wounds, cuts, emotional cuts, but somehow love still conquered at the end. I mean, this is my answer. I'm talking about me here. I feel like still love is able to conquer it all, but is it really? Can it really? Or is there still some sort of like, comment on dit en français, séquelles, you know, some little brunch crush or whatever that is still there that we don't talk about? You still hold on to it because this person did that to you. Can your heart really heal? Can your emotion really heal? Can your I mean, when it comes to your physics, it will still leave a cut, and that trace will not go anywhere. That trace is there to remind you that that was something that happened. But at the end of the day, are you able to forget? Question mark. And I really, really, really need to hear you. I need to hear you. Give me your answer when it comes to that. Give me your views. Give me your views. I really need to hear you. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, and these are people who are really, really, really known. But this also can happen to anybody, to anyone. We are talking about emotions. We're talking about physics. We're talking about all these places where people cannot see the invisible, honestly, the invisible injuries that can hit us so hard. We have children who go through abuse, emotional and mental. We're talking about mothers who do go through, you know, postpartum pregnancy, where they go through like depressions, especially while they are pregnant. There are dads, fathers who have never been dad before, and then they go through this time like it's so much pressure, like what should I get, what should I do, how can I help my wife, how can I help my, you know, my baby mom who is expecting, you know, a baby from me, and how can it, sometimes it can cure a lot of pressure even in that sense. So depression is not just for women or even for children, but also when it comes to males. And I just got the impression that a lot of males do not speak about all this depression side of them. They want to be silenced. And the reason why is not because they want to, but it has been infliged them not to speak about it. All right. It's like it has been, they got told not to speak about their hearts, not to speak about their feelings, not to speak about their emotions. They need to swallow it and move on with life. And we are going to touch on depression, and that show is coming very, very soon because I got someone for you who will talk about depression in a depth, and then we really are going to go deep on that one. But really, can love heal wounds? All right. The other example that I have is a beautiful, beautiful lady, a beautiful lady who is touching the world at this moment. I mean, in a Christian community, she just, I don't know, she's moving forward, she's moving high, she is changing life, healing soul. I mean, she's moving like nobody else. Right? She's just flying up there. And then her name is Apostle Mylene Mudiai, and someone who is absolutely marvelous. She is a mentor to me and also my spiritual mother. Someone who is just, yeah, she does it. She's doing a thing. And I'm sure you've seen her so many times on ETINCELLE because I have welcomed her. She's a beautiful lady. Look at her. You're shining. You're shining. Okay, I see you. I see you, Apostle. But hey, when it comes to her, I can say that she is really someone who is doing her thing. She's really doing her thing, but she's someone who's very, very strong. And I'm talking about people, women of God out there, whether you're a woman or whether you are a man, but you are holding. You're really holding a lot inside your heart because you're emotionally wounded. I mean, you're hurt. You're hurt because of the ministry. You're hurt when it comes to, the people who come to your church, the way they come and what they leave you. They come with so much enthusiasm and then leaves you empty, breaks your heart and leaves you with debts and so many things. I mean, this is ministerial speaking, right? Someone like that, I have the pleasure to even meet her, see her, speak to her, and this is how I have all this kind of information. But for those one that I don't, I just can't. I'm trying to imagine how deep and hurtful it can be, really, to have all these men of God, doing so much change, bringing impact. They basically impacting families, bringing families back together. I mean, they uniting nations and countries and so many things. They're doing so much work in people's life, and still they haven't backlashes. And I really want you to speak on that one. Please say something on that one. How do you feel? Can love heal wounds such as that? And the other thing I can touch on when it comes to Apostle Mylene is that Apostle Mylene had a really difficult upbringing, if I can say, childhood, because she witnessed something that a lot of children till today in our generation are still going through, and which is abuse. All right, it was not towards her, but it was when it comes to the parents. And she's seen it, and it has really, really, really affected her. So we really gonna touch on that one day, where we're really gonna sit down and speak on, and maybe get her mom, which is this amazing woman that I know, Mama Mado, that I send all my love to. Really, we were trying to get in connection with her in order to speak on this subject, actually. But she witnessed so much when it comes to her upbringing, her childhood, and this has really, really affected her. Now I'm talking about every single child, every single mom, every single dad who got through abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, them kinds of abuse in that childhood. The question is, can love heal that? Dun, 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 dun. I really need you to answer that for me. We have this amazing we have a message, actually, and I'm just gonna read it quickly. We have Patrick Chunke. Oh, thank you so much. All right, separation is not the option. Yeah, we would like to take to take it in the first place, but the reality is that extreme and toxic situation. I believe in the Bible it is said to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Really, really, really. So this is what he said, but I'm waiting for you. Apostle Mylene, what are you saying? Can love heal wounds? I mean, when it comes to your own situation, you've gone so much, and you know, can you really? Can you really? I'm talking about. I'm asking. And Papa Christian in Australia, can love heal wounds in a marriage? All right, wounds in a marriage, wounds, and when it comes to the dad and the child, wounds when it comes to just mothers in self. Can it be? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? So please feel free to write down, feel free to call. We have 10 more minutes left, and I really need your participation. All right, let's go forward. I like what Patrick said, because he's talking about this toxic relationships. Ooh, and there's so many young people in the world. When it comes to love, they're able really to give their heart and soul to someone that they're madly in love with. You're only 14, you're only 15, you don't know nothing of when it comes to life, when it comes to love itself, but you're able to give money, to give yourself, to give everything that you have, your thoughts, your mind, everything, to this person who possibly is not going to honor you, but someone who's going to break your heart, someone who is not going to take you anywhere, but you're just giving yourself so much. But in return, what you get from it is a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of emotional wounds, a lot of physical wounds. We're talking about so many things. I need someone to react to it. Is it possible? Can love really heal? But even if it heals, can you forget? Can love really heal and put you to a point where you're starting over again? Is it possible? Yeah. Pastor Maps, is it possible? Pastor de Gaulle, is it possible? You know, we're talking about those things, like, is it possible? Maman Lorette, Évangéliste Lorette, est-ce que c'est possible? Est-ce que bolingo is that capable you know? So I need your answer. I like today's show, honestly, because it has a lot of interactions. It has a lot of interaction, and I still need you guys. All right. So we're moving forward. And what I have for you is still in a love. What's it called? In the love section, right? We're still talking about wounds. We're still talking about, you know, all these things that happens physically and emotionally towards us. And sometimes we only feel like only the young people are able to get hurt, but mothers can't, which is really sad. But let me tell you, let me express myself on that one. All right. So we have, it's called feather wounds. Feather wounds. We have one, trust issue. We have not good enough. We have abandonment issues, and we have abuse. And I'm just going to read the first one quickly. If your father wasn't fully present in your life, you may experience a lack of trust towards yourself and others. This can manifest as attracting people who mirror, okay, back your lack of trust to you. And this is what we call trust issue. Okay? If that's your case, honestly, I'm sure you're very much hurt. Let's move forward. So this is the second one, which is not good enough. If your father, okay, if your father was very hard on you, and this can manifest as not feeling good enough. And that, I'm sure this happens a lot when the child doesn't feel good enough. It's like that is the impression that their father gave them, that they're not good enough. All right? Good enough or worthy, feeling like you always want more and are never happy with what you have. Ooh, this touches the youth. This touches really the youth. I feel like growing up, that's the kind of feeling that you can really get from your dad or even from your mom, whereby it's like they make you feel as if you're not good enough or you're not worthy. It leaves a lot of wounds in your heart. It leaves a lot of wounds in your heart. But can love really heal it? Nicole, tell me, can love really heal it? And leaves it without trace, Please, I beg you, tell me, can love really do it? Because some people say like love is a love potion. It can do anything, but can it really? Okay, I'm just gonna read quickly what you say. You said love can heal, but you learn from it. Okay, I like that. And then she says, learn to love yourself, and so that you can never put yourself in the same situation of being hurt, and learn to forgive and let go. That is what love is. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So you're basically on my side. Yeah, you're standing on my side as like love can really do it. I actually agree with you. Absolutely. Love can do it. But another person will say, no, it can't. So I really need to hear your argument. Okay. Patrick is saying, that is so true. That is so true. Sorry. We parents need to be really careful with way we communicate with our kids. Yes. Yes. All right. We're trying to enlighten here. ETINCELLE is all about enlightenment, bringing knowledge, to in your home, in your family, in regardless where you're finding yourself. That is the role of ETINCELLE. Moving forward, number 3, abandonment issue. So if your father wasn't emotionally available or absent, all right, this may show up as attracting unavailable people. Oh, relationship will often burn out after a while, and you'll be quick to get into the next one. Is that you? Are we talking about you? Next, and it says you feel afraid to be by yourself and fear being left. I don't know. Is this person you? I need to understand. Yeah. Are you the person who feel abandonment, issue in your heart, and you keep on going relationship after relationship, those kind of relationship is not lasting because that's the kind of issue that you have within you. Is really, we need to understand. We need to understand, and we need to address it, because the generation that we have now is like people have gone cold. Mothers have gone cold. Our uncles have gone cold. They don't love. Love is not there anymore, regardless of kind of love we're talking about right now. This agape love, this universal love, or whether it's just this friendship love, all this love, we need it, to warm up again. We really need it to warm up again. The 4th one is abuse. If you watched your dad abuse your mother, all right, or experience abuse from him yourself, then you may think that how a relationship is supposed to be. If he was very controlling or dominating, you may have repressed your truth and struggles to set boundaries. This is what I'm reading. All right, this is the information that I got. So it's to understand, and I feel like this is relating to Apostle Mylene, and that we have on our screen right now. But can we now take it off, please? So this is a father wounds, okay? But apart from that, we have, we also have the inner child wound. We're talking about abandonment wound. We're talking about guilt wound. We're talking about trust wound. We're talking about neglect wound. If I have to mention every single one of them, we're going to stay here for another 30 minutes. Honestly, that is feel sorry or bad. There's so many things we're talking about. This child that is hurt, and she or he keeps on carrying that hurt from child to adolescent to adult to marriage to but this child is bleeding. What are we doing with those children who are bleeding? Sometimes we're not talking about those kind of blood where you can see it, because you can help someone that is bleeding physically. But what about this kind of like bleeding, kind of hurt, but kind of wound that you cannot see? It's invisible. We need to start taking care of our children. We need to start taking care of our mothers, because actually, let me just say that a child, a boy, a baby boy will one day become a father. Yeah. A baby girl will one day become a mother. So if you don't take care of your child that is wounded, that baby girl will become a mother, a mother that is wounded. So what she has is what she is going to give. We need to start taking care of our generation. We need to start like lifting up and do something about it. Don't be silenced. Don't be silenced. It's very, very, very important. We need to bring Nicole into the platform of ETINCELLE, because she has a lot to say. I like that. She says, really know the meaning of love. They grew up a household where there were no love, and that's why some of our youth have grown up to learn what love is through others, and it's true. But how sad is it that your child needs to learn love through someone else? It's quite sad. It's very, very, very sad. So this is why if our parents never learned what love really is when they were growing up, us who are parents now, us who have the opportunity, to pass on generation, to continue the generation, to carry on, we need to show love. We need to show love, because love is able to do that. Love is able to heal. Love is able to forget. Love is able to do the impossible, to go an extra mile. Love is able to do that. It's not impossible. So let's try to do that, and that is what ETINCELLE is, came to do, came to speak about. We're trying to waking up this generation who is sleeping. Wake up. Wake up. 2022 is round the corner. We have 4 more months to go. We need to wake up. We need to tell our generation about love, and so that they can pass it on and on and on and on. We cannot live this way. We want to do what is right, and by being hospitable towards another, by loving your neighbor as you love yourself, it is the right way. And there's so many rules and regulations that we cannot extract from the generation upcoming. The future is in front of us. Our babies, our children are the future, and we're trying to do what is right. So let's stand up for our future. Let's stand up with strength. Let's do something with what we have. What do you have, parent? What do you have, teacher? What do you have, youth? What do you have? Do something with what you have. All right? All right. So we are done here. We're really done with our show ETINCELLE, and I was really happy to be able to bring to you really the subject, because it's been hitting hard. We're still in the theme of love, and next week possibly we may have someone who will be able to speak to you when it comes to love, their experience, and how they really grew up, whether with love or without love, and other kinds of love. Honestly, we're trying to impact. So thank you so much for being so many, to share really this platform, to tell a friend, and we will meet again next week. And in case if you've missed this show, you can always go on my YouTube page. Please subscribe, leave messages, share, tell a friend. Follow me also on my Instagram page, which is I am gracia.sucredor. And in case you need any kinds of I don't know, you want to join, you want to come on the show, always DM me, leave me a message, and we'll surely get in touch with you. We love you, I love you, and always stay safe. It's gonna be okay. All right, cool. Mwah. Bye bye.
Great news! Your authentic African food takeaway is at your door. Various combinations of African essence and Western flavors using traditional African cuisine arts of preparation. Get 20% off on any meals from £20 and many more surprises. Don't miss out. Be the first? Why not? Order and pay in advance. Get fresh food prepared and delivered at your door. Oui, mama. Great news! Your authentic... Great news! Your authentic African food takeaway is at your door. Various combinations of African essence and Western flavors using traditional African cuisine arts of preparation. Get 20% off on any meals from £20 and many more surprises. Don't miss out. Be the first? Why not? Order and pay in advance. Get fresh food prepared and delivered at your door. Oui, mama. Great news!